Duel Links players, this is your boy Rosborn here coming at you with some Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links news and some gameplay and pack openings of this Battle City game board event that's been going on. I'm really excited to bring you all of that. But first, let's get to that little bit of news I was talking about. After this game board event ends, we're actually getting a new legendary duelist into the game. I'm a little confused if he's going to be unlockable because I thought that's what they said, but with some news that came out with one of the announcements, it made it sound like he's not actually going to be unlockable in the game. So let's take a look at that announcement really quickly. Let's initiate our link and open this up and see what Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links has to offer for us right now. We get a login bonus because it is afternoon where I am right now. It's reminding us to play ranked duels, which I'm actually going to make a ranked duels video here soon. I just have to get a deck together because I haven't played ranked duels in a while. I've just been farming a lot. So as you can see, I've been playing with Arcana. And we get a new legendary duelist from the 9th through the 15th. So that's coming up here in 4 days once this Battle City event's over. Attention duelist, a new character in Duel World GX. All I desire is victory. So it doesn't really explain there what it is, but I can tell you for sure that this new character is going to be Zane Truesdale. We've had some game information get leaked and whatnot. That also makes it sound like he's going to be an unlockable character, but let us take a look right now and ignore the ads right here. Shop now for this ugly-ass jacket. But let's take a look at some of the details. Of course, Zane Truesdale is the top duelist of Duel Academy, being one of the few people who were able to beat Jaden in a duel as well as the rival of Jaden in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga and anime. He experiences several losses, and losing hope, he participates in an underground duel where he is then forced to change his ways and eventually becomes Dark Zane. Becoming more aggressive and unforgiving with his playstyle. Let's take a look at some of the abilities that Zane is actually going to be able to use. Some of these abilities are leaked. Cyber Style can be used each time your life points are at 3,000 or below. Play a Proto Cyber Dragon on from outside of your deck for every 1,000 life points below 4,000. So that is really awesome. You can drop up to 3 Proto Cyber Dragons that way. It seems a little crazy. I really hope we get to play with this ability because there's an ability that we'll get to in a second here. I forget which one it is. I think it might be this one. No excuses can be used if your life points drop below 500. Instead of doing a normal draw, yep, Power Bond is added to your hand from outside of your deck. This skill can only be used once per duel. That seems insane to drop your life points down below 500. Oh, well, I mean, I guess you can't use 2 abilities in one duel. That's a little silly of you, Rosborn. Anyways, and then Fatal 5. If a monster attacks 5 times during one turn, you win the duel. Somebody tell me how you can win a duel like that, because that is a little insane to me. That's crazy. But we go down here, and we actually have some level 40 rewards from playing Zane, but no unlock rewards or anything like that, so maybe we won't. But of course, we're going to get Chimera Tech Over Dragon. We get Cyber Dragon's Way. That counts as a Cyber Dragon on the field and in the graveyard, and you reveal a spell card from your hand to have it gain 800, or you reveal the spell to make it Cyber Dragon. Oh no, it becomes Cyber Dragon while it's in the graveyard, but you have to reveal the spell for it to become a Cyber Dragon while on the field. And it gains 300 when it attacks a monster, so it becomes 1,800. Alright, Cyber Laser Dragon, Cyber Trash Dragon. Cybernetic Fusion support says, pay off your life points. Once if you fusion summon a machine type monster this turn, you can banish monsters from your hand, graveyard, and your side of the field as the fusion materials. That's pretty cool, but it kind of sucks. Maybe for this game it'll be better. I don't know. It wasn't that great in the regular game, so I'm a little biased. The Cyber Dragon Search spell, if you have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard, you can either add a light machine type monster from your deck to your hand, or you can send a light machine type monster from your graveyard back into the deck. If you have 3 or more Cyber Dragons, you can do both. Cyber Kirin, Proto Cyber is going to be the regular Cyber Dragon, of course, because putting Cyber Dragon in this game would be absolutely bonkers. And then we get the cards to summon Cyber Barrier and Cyber Laser Dragon, as well as Cyber Barrier. So that's it on the Zane spoilers so far. I can't wait to see him as a character. I really hope he's a playable character, but if he's not, who cares? I'm going to try to build a Cyber Dragon deck of some kind. If those are leaked skills, though, it seems like he will become a unlockable character at some point if he's not already, so we'll have to see about that. Hopefully they'll give us Cyber Dragon then, unlike you know, when we're hoping Esperoba becomes an unlockable character, hopefully then he'll give us Jinzo, because Psychic Shockwave is absolutely useless in this game right now. But anyways, why don't we go ahead and get on to the Battle City event. So this is the deck I'm using to farm the first opponent in the Battle City game board. This is the Rare Hunter. He runs an Exodia deck that runs no spells. It just runs high defense monsters, some Hannibal Necromancers, and what seems like 3 copies of each Exodia piece, although I think it's just 3 copies of the head and 2 of the other ones, because that leaves room for 3 playsets of 3 monsters, or 4 different monsters and running 2 of each. So, but of course, for his skills, for his match to get the extra points, you have to activate Chain Destruction and you have to activate Light Force Sword. So we run a deck that uses Yugi's Destiny Draw skill and Mirror Wall and smaller monsters to try to run into those defenders to try to trigger Destiny Draw, giving you one of these 2 cards, and then using Supremacy Barrier to increase your life so you can activate Destiny Draw again. The only thing about this deck, it would work every time, but the only problem with this is Exodia. Of course, Exodia is a very powerful monster that is gonna ruin your day each time. As you see, I've got plenty of dice. I'm also going to try to show you guys the Rare Hunter's Treasure Room. This only pops up after, I believe, the 4th or the 5th round. The Rare Hunter's Treasure Room is awesome. It only costs 1 dice fragment to roll your dice for 1 to 3 rolls. And the only spaces are Millennium Coins and dice fragments. So you get a lot of extra cool stuff out of that. It's really cool, and I really hope I get to show you that. But first, let's show you the Rare Hunters. Of course, this is supposed to be the Rare Hunter from Yu-Gi-Oh! He doesn't have his normal goofy little haircut, but, you know, he's the Rare Hunter. Exodia can be a real problem against this guy, though. I would go for the Horus, but it's not really important to go for Horus level 8 right here, because he doesn't activate any spell cards. Yami's really his only spell card. But what I want to do is somehow take the 2,000 damage, probably turn this dude to defense, take the 2,000 damage, and really get one of these cards into play. And we'll do that, and we'll end turn. He'll even summon an Exodia piece because the Flamefell's defense is so low, but it looks like he has all 3 Hannibal Necromancers here, which means that he's not going to do that, and he's also not going to be able to hit me for game, or for my Destiny Draw this turn. As you can see, I have a little cat friend trying to join me in the video right now. Hey! Alright, and now I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to take care of my cat. So we're about to end the turn. We haven't taken enough to trigger Destiny Draw yet, so what we're going to go ahead and do is set this Horus. Oh, and there's a Mirror Wall. We'll activate the Supremacy Berry, and hopefully we'll be able to activate Destiny Draw on our next turn, and then pay 2,000 so we can Destiny Draw again the turn after that. He's going to attack. We will take that. We'll go ahead and Mirror Wall because it'll still trigger our first Destiny Draw, and then Standby Phase. We'll be able to trigger the one for the turn after. No. Okay. Activate the skill, and we'll use it to go ahead and grab Chain Destruction. I think Chain Destruction is the more important one to grab. I have no monsters to play. That's the only downside to all of this. We do have Enemy Controller to protect us from losing, and we do have Mirror Wall as well. So Hannibal Necromancer takes away the counter. What does that do? Target a face-up trap card on the field and destroy that target. Oh no. We do have the Enemy Controller to protect ourselves, and now we ask ourselves the question, do we use Destiny Draw to get ourselves a monster, or do we use Destiny Draw to get ourselves the Light Force Sword and not lose to Exodia? I say we get the monster. I'm down to go for the monster right now. And we'll go in and Chain Destruction so we have that triggered, and we have less cards in our deck to be able to get to. We don't have any more Flame Veils, that's right. If we don't get to the Light Force Sword, that's okay though. I've got plenty of coins. I'm not really trying to grind too hard down to the... I'm not really trying to grind down too hard to other things. So... And there's a Light Force Sword that's actually going to help us out and make sure we don't lose to Exodia here. Hopefully that's... Okay, that's an Exodia piece. burn him for a little more. If we don't lose right now, yeah, there we go. We'll Light Force Sword him. We don't get to see what the card is because it's face down. Hopefully we can draw into like a Blistering Winds or something. There's a Supremacy Berry. I'm going to get us another card. Should I just start smacking into the Hannibal Necromancer? No, I don't think there's enough time. We get Supremacy Berry. That'll get us a little lower now. Since we burn for damage, since we've got higher points. That's what we're going to have to do to get to another Blistering Wind to kill that thing. Or an enemy controller. Enemy controller would be nice too. There's Mirror Wall. Please don't lose to Exodia. Please don't lose to Exodia. Please don't lose to Exodia. That's scary when it stops like that. He's having to drop Exodia pieces though. Hopefully. Alright. We can just win next turn. I say yeah, let's do it. Change its battle position. I'm really hoping that the Exodia pieces that he set and discarded keep him from summoning Exodia next turn. It's... Happens when you run a trash deck. I'm running a really bad deck for this. That's life, I guess. Exodia the Forbidden One. Let's try this again. I'm not taking that. I'll make this video all about Exodia if I have to. This has happened to me a couple times. Like I said, you just take a little while to do this and he Exodias you. Flip the coin and we go second. That's awesome because we get a card further into the deck faster than he does. I guess. I don't know. I'm just looking for hope at this point. That's nice. We start with actually everything to get us into everything we need. So we're going to set a couple of those. Summon Horus. And pass turn. We'll Light Force Sword him. Get that out of the way. So I have use Yami Yugi and Light Force Sword. Now we need the Chain Destruction one, which we'll get right now. We'll Mirror Wall, pay the 2,000 for next turn. And we will Supremacy Berry. Make sure that we can Destiny draw again, get into whatever card we need. This is probably a Giant Soldier. Yep. I remember Light Force Sword, everyone wanted to use it when I was a kid. Everyone wanted Light Force Sword to be like the best card they could play, but no. It just turned out to be kind of garbage. And everyone's like, okay, well you hit this card, I have plenty more. It's not like in the show where it just miraculously hits the card they need to hit every time. It's a lot more complicated than that. Hopefully he doesn't play another monster next turn, so I can just grab an enemy controller, turn that to attack mode, and okay, sweet. Grab an enemy controller from the deck, turn the Giant Soldier of Stone to attack position, hit it with a Horus so I can get out level 6, and level 6 will be able to get me anything that I need, or we'll be able to run over everything else that the Rare Hunter has to play for the rest of this duel, and we just win out from there. Hopefully we win out from there. Summon this thing, activate Chain Destruction so that we get that out of the way as well, challenge-wise. We've got none others in the deck. Move to the battle phase and start bopping this dude. And then pray that his next card is not the 5th piece of Exodia. Because everything looks well. He's got 13 cards left in deck, but he does have 4 cards in hand. Okay, we're good. Went to the standby phase after he drew his card. And if he had gotten a card with Light Force Sword, I would have been so upset. We can Destiny draw any card. Let's go ahead and draw another monster to make sure that we have game. I'll just go ahead and select that. Click the auto duel and let that work its little magic from there. So we finally beat that rare hunter. That is awesome. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and start up at the next duel. I'm not going to waste your time making you watch these. No voice acting. This is just for people who want to grind out and get these prizes. Welcome everybody to the Rare Hunter's Treasure Room. I've actually made my way in here on accident, and this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the video after I'm done with this one here. This is Rare Hunter's Treasure Room. Each space is either a Millennium Coin or a dice fragment. Each roll of the dice only costs one dice fragment, as you see, 1 out of 722. We're going to go ahead and roll up and see we get a 1. Just from a single fragment, or a single space, we get 20 coins. So as you can see, there's a difference in the coin spaces. This one only has 1, while this one has a stack of them. So let's see if we can get a 2 here. Another 1. I'm fine with that. We can use our support items too if we have those dice fragments from before. I might even have a 2 dice or a 1 dice. Yep, we'll use a 1 dice and see how many coins we can get from this one. Now, something that they did differently that they did in the Duelist Kingdom board game that they didn't do in this one is they had spaces that made you go backwards. They didn't include that this time, which was a nice little touch, but at the same time kept you from getting rewards multiple times or being able to go back into a reward you hadn't gotten yet. I don't even think I have all the story spaces yet, so that's kind of problematic. I need to get that finished up before this event ends. And as you see, at this point, we're just landing on those big stacks. Here's some free dice fragment. I actually hope we don't hit a 3 here because I want more coins. Oh, that's a 2. That works. And then we have to play against the Rare Hunter here. And this is a different one. This isn't an Exodia Rare Hunter. Thank God, because we don't lose cheesily to him. But he does have some big cards. He does want you to recover some life points. I built a deck for him with another character that I haven't used yet, but I'm actually going to bust that out right now. I just have to remember who it was. It should just be a straight copy. It should say, like, BC Rare Hunter. Here it is. It's with Weevil. So we just have the deck. It's no BS, just mirror walls. We have life gain. We have effect damage to do. We have battle damage to do for his 3 challenges. Because he just gives you an insane amount of Millennium Coins, of course, because it is the Rare Hunter's Treasure Room. This is where he's showing us all of his awesome stuff that he's collected over the years of robbing people over card games. Yes, it's as ridiculous as it sounds. So we get to go first against this kid. Luckily, we didn't have to use a specific character, so I'm just using Weevil. He was the first character I had an open deck slot with. And we start off with some life gain. So I'm going to just set the enemy controller to make sure I don't lose and pass over the turn. Just at that. Grand Tiki Elder, of course we know that he's trying to use the, what's it called, ability. He's trying to use, or not ability, he's trying to summon Mass Beast Asgardius. So we're going to go ahead and take this damage from him and Supremacy Berry here in a second so that we can regain some life points. And of course, we don't want to get Desgardius, so we're going to attempt to kill this thing now. Hopefully we can. Hopefully there's not any kind of like malicious trap card like a Mask of Weakness or something down there to keep us from doing that, because then we're going to have to go in and play him again. And I don't want to do that, so cross fingers. Wow, I really didn't want to be right about that. Okay, so that is a thing. We're going to lose the Horus, probably. Oh, we're not getting Desgardius. That's okay. We got a Wall of Disruption, though, so we can... If he doesn't summon a Desgardius next turn, we can just Horus him on his turn. Crossing fingers. Mask of Brutality. Play another monster. Wow. This is getting a little frustrating. Double Wall of Disruption should disrupt his plans. Ha 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 ha. He has to pay... Whoa. That's not okay. That is just definitely not okay. I'm going to take the 2900. Save that for if he plays another monster. There's an enemy controller. That's nice. But it's not going to win us a game. I wonder if that counts. Does it say pay? Yeah, pay. So that won't count as effect damage for us. Let's turn the Grand Tiki to defense. Hope that we draw a monster here. I don't even know. I should have set an ability with this dude. Wow, I feel really dumb. We should go back in and set like a low level. I think I have draw sense low level with him, so I should set that because. Oh, hey, they destroyed themselves. Oh, hey, I lost. Well, that happens. Mistakes are made, and we learn from those mistakes. So let's go ahead and just jump in here and see if we can fix that mistake really quickly. So luckily it doesn't kick you out of the room if you lose to him. You get as many chances to beat him as you want. Got Pokemon Go open next to me looking for some Pokemon. I already finished everything from this Christmas event, but, you know, whatever. Maybe I'll bring some Pokemon Go videos if I can in the future. For now, let's focus on Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's edit the deck and reset the skills so that we can do a draw sense low level. There's not that many monsters in the deck, so I at least want to make sure that we get monsters in here. I should do this with Yugi and just do it with the Destiny Draw ability, but I've already got all of his deck slots filled up for this event, and I don't really want to take the time to... I don't really want to use that Rare Hunter deck, even though I could, because it's just got some wasted space cards. I'd rather take all the time to just Wall of Disruption him, Flame Volgranika him, do everything that I can in order to beat this guy and get all of these coins. Get 45 extra coins on top of that. I believe it's 250 for beating him. Weevil was always one of my favorite characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why. He was always really funny to me. I find him super annoying now, but back in the day, his laugh was just goofy. He was a really, like, sinister villain because he was the one that threw Exodia off the side of the boat. He just had so much going for him, and then he just became a throwaway villain. He was the first dude to get bopped off in Duelist Kingdom. I think bopped off might be the wrong way to put that. He was the first duelist to be defeated in Duelist Kingdom. To Yugi, of course. The person whose Exodia got thrown off the boat in the first place. So he's going to throw a Mask of Brutality. Luckily for us, we've got Mirror Wall face down. One Mask of Brutality isn't going to be enough to beat a Mirror Wall. We're going to get 800 of that effect damage and 350 of that battle damage. So we're going to actually pay off of this Mirror Wall so that we can get our life point recovery out of the way right now with that. Supremacy Barrier. We're going to trick him. We're going to turn this to defense. He can only summon one monster, I believe. We're going to enemy controller that monster. Or he's just going to set a monster, and that's going to be fine too. Well, it's Destiny Draw right now. Oh, Draw Sense low level. I'm so used to the Destiny Draw ability. We'll just pay the life points here. See if we can get more effect damage in. Hopefully that defense isn't too high. Nope. We're going to get 400 more, which is going to finish our effect damage. We're going to finish the battle damage. So we have all three of our challenges. Now all we have left to do is win, which shouldn't be a problem. Mask of Remnants, dead card, just shuffle it back in the deck. It'd be great if you could summon Descardius. And I don't care about that Mask of the Accursed, because, well, I do have Draw Sense low level, just get another monster to replace that. But all I have to do is attack for game. So, attack for game, I will. Even if he has a Mask of Weakness, I still win right here. And that has been the Rare Hunter's Treasure Room. I'm actually going to upload all of these videos back to back to back today. So be sure to keep an eye out for that in a couple minutes here. I am personally going to just stop the video and start recording again. So I'll see you guys back here in a couple minutes. Or, in the case that you're watching this off time, in the next video, I will see you then. Peace out.